map. So, but yeah, most commonly we're gonna see 15 hatcheries all around.
No 7 pools. No 6 pools.
None of that shenanigans.
Drones for everyone.
What does shenanigans mean?
Shenanigan is kind of like a jokster's trick, kind of, I guess.
Is it actually a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you were to come downstairs and I would like throw a banana at you, that'd be like a shenanigan. What are these shenanigans? You know, just like just being goofy.
Like a banana peel?
Sure.
Okay. Like if you set up a trap with a banana peel.
Like the Three Stooges, everything that they ever joked about could all be considered like shenanigans.
Okay.
I think.
Cool.
Right, Rob? Can Joe? Rob? Okay, yeah.
Oh, Joe confirms.
Okay. I don't know why he does the extractor trick. I'm pretty sure economically it's inferior to just droning, but
I do believe so by short margin. I think
Okay.
it's like 4 minerals.
and as
Maybe
you can
less.
see, Kane flies ahead here, but about a 10 mineral lead.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, I got confused. 15 pull from Kane, and a 15 hatch from Suppy. Very minor deviations, but Suppy does gain a slight edge there, I think.
Yeah, most definitely.
Kind of surprised. 15 pool is like a really kind of a pussy build, I think, right?
A little bit.
I think that if you're gonna 15, like just 15 hatch, no?
Yeah, Suppy did go for the early pool last game though.
Sure, he did.
So, kind of setting the pace in the series there, saying I am able and will.
So you're saying
to
that the
do
aggressor once again dictates.
so. No.
Gas is going down for the Subster. No gas going down for Kane. That's interesting. I would have expected to see a gas by now for a traditional ZBZ.
Two gases.
No, he's making it just for the queen. I think he's going to cancel. Maybe, maybe not. He starts the queen.
Yep.
Does cancel.
So this is a gasless style.
Yep. We'll see probably both gases going down at around 30 supply.
More like 34.
Okay,
Probably
34. My bad. 34.
There is quite a difference.
Well, 34 is around 30.
Okay, sure.
Around 30 supply. 34.
I mean, you could say then that a 10 pool is like a 14 pool because it's around 10 supply. Same thing.
No.
Okay.
I'm getting sick and tired of your shenanigans. Foilings coming across the map to scout here for Kanye.
Yeah. Pretty common tactic when you're going for gasless. Sometimes it can give it away. But yeah, he's going to be able to scout pretty much everything that he wants to scout here.
Yep.
This is actually the same
Ooh.
build that Kane used against me on this map in the group stages.
Suppy, I don't know if Suppy just made those foilings in panic or if he's planning on going for some early ling pressure of his own. But to see 6 lings is a little bit strange. Oh, losing a drone there. Losing two drones there.
Wow, great control by Kane.
Ouch.
Yeah, that hurts a lot.
That should not really happen.
Not at all. Because Kane already, by going gasless, he's going to be able to crank out more drones than Suppy is.
Although Suppy
for
did get the
beginning
hatch
stages.
first, so... but I mean, man, 2 drones? That sucks. And Kane actually is going to be ahead in drones now.
Yep. And he's going to continue to crank out more drones than Suppy for a little bit, for quite a little bit of time here. Suppy, I don't think, has yet identified that it is gasless, getting the Baneling Nest as if it wasn't. That's not to say that you shouldn't get a Baneling Nest against gasless.
We missed it, but I'm pretty sure that these extractors went up at 31 supply.
Doubt it.
They're almost done now, and he was at 34. Pretty sure. Can Joe from production confirm?
Joe
31
from
supply?
production,
31 supply, he confirms.
I very much doubt that. But if you are unsure, you can go into the VOD
At GameOn.gg/VODs,
or you can go check the replays that will be available right after the games,
Definitely.
right after the day. So
We do have a Roach Horn going down, Evo Chamber going down, and this is going to be a Roach all-in timing.
no,
You don't think so?
not at all.
Why not?
Because it's just standard gasless style. Look at the drone. Look at the drone count right now.
To only take 2 gases?
Yeah, he's
And then
taking
the
a
third gas going down? I feel like it's going to be Roach all-in.
I don't think so.
I think that you didn't notice that he didn't have the 2 gases in the main, and now you're trying to, like...
No.
Okay.
No.
We'll see. I think it's going to be a +1 Roach all-in, as do all of the other professionals watching right now. Cats with crazy out there predictions, thinking it's going to be something different. We will, however, see
This
Kane.
is actually as standard as it gets. I would understand that, for a player of the level of yourself, Maximus Black, perhaps even a better.
Being rank 51 GM, I'm gonna go ahead and say that
Oh,
we do have
look
the
at that.
third going
The third,
down here.
that's really
Very
weird.
nice fake third from Kane there.
Oh, wow. Jadong.
The Jadong links forcing the cancel, and even getting the drone!
Very nice. Very nice.
Wow. However, that drone, another fake third going down.
Yeah, another fake third going down. This is a little bit strange at this point.
A little bit strange at this point. The third for
Suppy, of
Suppy,
course.
almost complete.
Yep, and that's pretty standard against Gasless.
Because they are gasless, they're not going to be able to apply a lot of early pressure with those links and van links.
Exactly.
Able
For
to
the
get
lack
that
of
third down.
link speed. However, there are timings with Gasless that allow you to get the link speed really early on. Kane completely skipping that, of course. But there are timings that you can go for link bailing all-ins off of a Gasless opener just because, and the only reason it really works is because your opponent's never, or is not expecting it. It's a timing that hits later, and you should have all the things in place for it.
Infestation Pit going down for Kane. Normally, in all the Roach vs. Roach I see, it just turns into like a Roach vs. Roach fest. Massive roaches. So seeing the Infestation Pit going down this early is pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a really early infestation pit. This is actually pretty
Pretty
unconventional.
risky, I think.
I
If
don't know if I
Suppy
would
were
call
to
it
go
risky.
like...
I think that Kane feels like he's in a position where he has the economic advantage right now. What's
Sure.
the drone counts at?
The drone counts are 56 to 52.
Yeah, with 6 more on the way for Kane as well.
But
So,
actually, Suppy has the economic advantage now because he had that third setup sooner.
I mean, right now the incomes should be pretty similar. Let's check the income tab. Yeah, Suppy has a slight advantage. Kane has an advantage in the gas, but Kane's he's distant mining as well. So
I don't know if I like the Infestation Pit right up front like that. Suppy is going to spot it pretty easily.
yeah, perhaps.
Now, this is going to evoke some kind of response out of Suppy, and it looks like he might just go for the big Roach attack. And this is kind of what I was talking about earlier when I said it was well, never mind. Forget everything I was about to say. The problem with Infest is that if you go for Infestors, you can, there's like that little timing where like the Roaches can hit before your Infestors come out, And I feel like you could be in danger there. But I mean, this is a really big map. with
Yeah,
huge
it's a
rush
really big map
distances.
and a lot of chokes as well.
Yeah, lots of chokes. And I mean, once the Infestors come out, Suppy... So to beat Roach Infestor, you can either do Roach Hydra or Roach Infestor of your own, or some other kind of tech. Mass
or
Roaches...
enough roaches if it's
yeah.
if it's an open enough map.
Yeah, Mass Roaches can work, assuming that your opponent doesn't land Great Fungals. And just recently, the Infestor Fungal was changed so that it doesn't do bonus damage now to Roaches. So both players playing with that knowledge...
Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like Suppy will elect to go with the Hydra, the Roach Hydra style there. And the reason why Roach Hydra works is because the units kind of space themselves out automatically. Roaches can fire from the front, Hydras can fire from the back. You don't have to be like super crazy splitting. Whereas like with mass Roaches, you can get them all bundled up. Those nasty fungals going off.
Yeah. So yeah, that has a lot to do with the maps as well. This map is great for Hydras, great for Infestors. Decent for roaches, but there are other maps such as, for example, Derelict Watcher comes to mind. The Daedalus Point comes to mind. They're so wide open.
That mass Roaches will almost always be Infestors.
Or
Definitely.
Hydras.
Or Roach Hydra.
Just because a Hydra in a straight up fight against a Roach will get wrecked.
Definitely.
So if you can have all of your roaches attacking at the same time against whatever else attacking at the same time, and they're in a line, so fungal's not going to be great, then roaches become that much more powerful. But again, this is a pretty choky map, so I like that Kane got the Infestors. I think that Kane is already adding Hydras, so his unit composition is going to be a lot stronger.
Nice play by both players here. You see Suppy wanting to split Roaches to harass both the third and fourth, but Kane already having Overlords in position to see that, perfectly splitting off just enough Roaches to deal with it, maybe a couple of Infestors to trap those Roaches. Doesn't go overboard and send his entire army there, which would leave his fourth vulnerable.
Yep.
And
Suppy with a quicker fourth, Kane with a slight lead in the upgrades. But another thing important to, I guess, mention is they're both eventually going for the same army composition.
which is pretty much Roach, Hydra, and Infestor.
Yeah, for the time being at least. They might add Vipers later on or something like that. Oh, this is
Tunneling
cute.
Claws Roaches. Tunneling
Yep.
Claw Roaches.
Revealing it with just 6 roaches, a little bit risky. I would like for him to go inside the main. Yeah, he's not gonna go.
Which is what he's doing. Good.
Oh, but
Oh,
he spots
unfortunate.
these ones. Yeah, this is gonna create a nice diversion, though.
Yep.
There is a great job by Kane.
Needs to be careful not to lose his third or his fourth, though. Kane pulling his whole army to deal with those 6 roaches. It looks like this fourth might fall.
This would be a huge win for Suppy here if it does.
Definitely.
Not
Not a game win, but a very good
yeah.
advantage, which it looks like he will be able to take it out pretty much uncontested. And
Yeah.
then we'll get the back off. Now, the onus is on Suppy to do something here. Will we see a transfusion that roach? I don't know if he's watching. Because both players are maxed. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice roaches firing from above there, getting a few drone kills. Both players are maxed. Suppy has a superior economy. Now is the time when Suppy should be looking to do his trades.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Kane... Oh, wow.
Wow, nice roaches.
This is huge. Actually, Kane might be committed. He's caught in the middle of the map. So he has to commit to his attack at this point, I think. I don't know how he can... you know, he's eventually going to be able to clean it out, but...
Yeah, but I mean, the damage
really
done
costly.
at this point is game ending.
Yeah. Suppy needs to drop mass spines if he doesn't have them already, because he has a lot of his army, a lot more
And
of
he
his
has
army.
absolutely no infestors. This is a really small army, actually, for Suppy.
I think Kane might be able to take the game right here, as silly as that sounds. I think Suppy split a little bit too much of his army there.
Yeah, possibly.
With the 6 roaches already doing a lot of damage.
This is going to be a complete base race. Oh, I don't like the roach horn by Kane. It either needs to be mass spines. He needs to move his drones across the map, I think.
To start making hatcheries on this side of the map?
Yeah, possibly.
Because
Kane does have the much more efficient army.
Yeah.
So
Kane has the winning army. He just needs to bring his drones to his side and expand.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Suppy doing all he can to preserve his numbers. I don't like the infested Terrans being dropped there either. He needs to save every bit of energy, unless he thinks it's just a straight up, base race to see who can end the game first.
But that's just silly to think
Yeah.
at this level of play. And obviously,
your opponent isn't just going to sit there and wait.
I mean, look at Suppy. He already has 2 hatcheries out, and if Suppy wins this game, it's just due to Kane thinking that
careless. Yeah.
Yeah, Kane really
More
needs that drone on Suppy. Is there any drones left? Yeah, there's a lot.
He did bring him. He did
So
finally bring him. We'd like to see him take an expansion ASAP. He needs to get that hatchery down so that he's not revealed or eliminated. Yeah, there we go. And the hatchery does fall. Unfortunately, right next to
careful with
some...
making any units on his side of the map right now. Kane does. He
Yeah,
just
I
made
don't-
2 hydras. He's
yeah.
still making hydras. Those.
Hopefully, Suppy kills those eggs, which would actually be nice for...
That would be great for Kane.
Yeah, because the units canceled do give you back 100% of your resources. Man, losing these hydras here is
He's
not...
not gonna.
Yeah, but even so, I don't even think he wants those hydras.
Oh, this
coming
is
back
game-
to fight
this is
the
game right
army.
here. This is
Big
game-
mistake by Suppy. Great fungals. Sorry, by Kane.
What a fucker.
What a fuckle. That might have just sealed it.
Yeah, I mean 100 supply to 30.
Yeah.
Suppy still with the hopes of mining somewhere else. Things to point out before that all happened. That was very chaotic. I think that it was a huge misstep for Suppy to split
Suppy.
that much of his army
have to
without
know-
having spines.
Yeah, exactly. You have to know when you split like that the kind of response that you're evoking from your opponent.
Yes.
So, like if you're gonna split off like 30 or 40, 50 supply, there's a lot of roaches that he split off there.
Yeah.
You have to be ready to mass spine your base, knowing that
Over
the only
preemptively even.
Yeah, yeah.
That should be part of the plan before.
knowing that your
then.
opponent is going, and he had the money to do it too. Unfortunately.
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, I don't know
Very
why
unfortunate.
Kane is pulling his army back.
So if Suppy had 15 spines there, I think he holds no problem.
Maybe, yeah.
But
Or at least would have been a lot closer. Or at least he would have whittled Kane's army down to such a point that he could have fought
yeah,
it.
his army was definitely. So
Oh,
huge
nice
misstep by
fumble there.
Suppy there. And again, the first 6 roaches that he sent in, that was already doing what.
Good.
What
Yeah,
he,
that's what I thought it was just
with
going
the
to be.
6 roaches.
Because-
he was already forcing Kane to commit because it's
Exactly.
too huge of an economic disadvantage at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah, because he was going to lose at
He
least
wasn't
12
mining his
drones
natural.
there.
He lost like 12 drones.
Yep,
so Kane
lost
was
the
already
fourth.
super committed to the
Definitely. Main is almost mined out. Lost the 4th. Natural drones getting wrecked. And then he was pressuring the 3rd, too. So just those 6 would have did everything he needed to do. But to throw... Oh, man.
attack. Yeah.
What an... I don't think... I think Suppy's probably going to beat himself up for that loss.
Yeah,
It's pretty rough.
he's not going to be happy with that loss. Other things to point out, Suppy was already ahead in economy, killing Kane's 3rd. Kane did have the better army composition.
Definitely.
with
Suppy
the
was
infestors.
really late on getting those infestors
Yeah,
added.
and,
I don't think he
even
ever
if
built
he
a single
wasn't,
one.
that's the cool thing about like what Kane did. Kane went for the infestation pit first, and that's not to say that infestation pit first is always the best option. But in this particular
Where you
case, in this
live.
particular map, what?
Where you live long enough for the infestor energy to build up and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. So the infestors, even if Suppy got him, Kane would probably, if they got the same number of infestors, Kane could have had the
twice as much energy,
twice as
three
much
times
hunger,
as much maybe, yeah.
making those infestors twice their value, effectively. So,
wow, what a set.
Yeah.
So we have Suppy dropping down to the losers match, when he will play the winner of QXC versus
Scarlet.
What a
match.
series.
What a series. What a group.
Wow.
What a tournament.
So
what a caster.
Kane advances, Kane pocketing himself $500 at a minimum, unless he does something to get disqualified.
The first person to advance. Yep.
To the round of 4, where the best of 4s will be played. Yeah, what a game.
Excellent series. I really enjoy CVZ. I really enjoy the analysis that goes into it and kind of explaining it.
We'll be taking a 3-minute break. Then when we come back, Cats can observe a ZVT to try to figure out some tips and tricks from Scarlet to work on his by far weakest matchup. Admittedly,
yes,
Cats admits it. Yep. And hopefully I'll be able to point out some cool things to him too, so that he can kind of work on his game there. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Everybody stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.